Hello everyone, this is Jimmy and welcome to episode 3 of Trillionaire. As you can see here, between episodes I've reorganized a bit, crafted a bunch of medium storage crates, and these things are huge. I'm not going to count exactly how many slots there are, but they have 2 pages even. They hold a tremendous amount of items. I've also done some mining, quite a bit of mining as you can see from all of these ores, lots of aluminum. But my goal was to find chalk, right? Because that's what I was missing to make concrete here. I failed at that. I managed to find no chalk. Now I did all my mining in the mining dimension, and let's check something here. I thought the mining dimension used overworld style ore generation, so if it was listed in the overworld, button. If it was listed in overworld, it would show up in the mining dimension. Because, like, yeah, this doesn't show up in the mining dimension, and I was able to find a bunch of iron ore there. But let's look at something here. Chalk in the overworld is up to like 1.11% abundance at Y level, what, mid 50s. That's actually about the same abundance as iron ore. So, what is this? Iron ore in the overworld peaks, yeah, like 1.3. So the resource overall is not very rare. However, because I wasn't able to find any, going through caves and stuff, I must assume that it only generates in certain biomes or like only generates on the surface or something. So let's start by going on a little expedition to try to find chalk on the surface somewhere. I don't even know what kind of biome we would look in. Wait a second, I have a better idea. We can just buy it. Why go out searching for stuff? You can just buy a bunch of it. So I don't actually know how much we need, but I guess we have to place it and break it. But yeah, it's probably easier to do this than it is to go searching for it. And if I need more, this stuff is really cheap. So we could just buy it as we need. Well, dang. I was hoping to be able to substitute this in this lime plaster recipe to be able to use a water reservoir instead of a water bucket. But I guess that is not to be more annoying to use a bucket because you have to, refill it after every bucket. Oh well, the small things. I think this is the first time I've ever preferred to make seared stone from grout rather than just melting down cobblestone. Because all the stuff that goes into grout is vein mineable, whereas the stuff, well, cobblestone made from stone is not. So it's actually harder to mine cobblestone than it is to mine all the stuff that goes into grout. Weird. Anyways, we can now build the blast furnace. So actually, let's move it one block further away. Because I want to leave room for preheaters on the side later, let's leave 2 blocks in between so that we can put a preheater there and not, and still be able to walk past. So the blast furnace is same type of shape as a regular coke oven, except it's made from different bricks. So if I can find my hammer here, let's form it and go. All right, so then if I get some full coke, as well as a few blocks of iron, we can start cooking the iron into steel. Now, this process also takes a long time, so we're 1% done. So let's leave that there. Consult the quest book, see what's next. All right, so the quest is to make steel. This quest here is to make steel the IC2 way, which is insanely slow if memory serves me right. So I'm not going to do that. What I kind of want is, well, I want steel for 3x3 mining of some sort, but I want to start getting farming going. I think farming is one of the nice and easy early ways to make a lot of money. So we can sell wheat here pretty cheap. 25, it's only 25 cents per, but we can grow a lot of wheat quite easily. I'll look through the rest of these to see, is there something easier, with more value, but if not, we'll be setting up a wheat farm to start making money. While nothing else in the food tab really caught my eye as far as like a good deal goes, there was one item here in the tech tab that did spark my interest, and that's tough fabric. So the recipe for this is literally just 8 pieces of industrial hemp fiber around a stick, and we get, I think it was $10 for that. So basically, we sell each industrial hemp, if we count the stick as 0, each hemp fiber sells for a buck 25. Whereas if we were to sell wheat, we only get 25 cents. So basically, hemp fiber sells for 5 times as much as wheat. We can grow it the same way in crop sticks here. So I'm thinking, oh, they don't even guarantee one. And you are required to have a stick, which I cannot fully automate yet. How about I'll level up both wheat and hemp fibers, whatever these hemp seeds, to 10, 10, 10, like the agricraft stats, and then we can compare which one we get more per harvest. Because while the hemp is worth more per piece, if we get less per harvest, then perhaps wheat is better overall. To make the plant growing easier, I like to have a thermal watering can. I think they're slightly better than the extra utilities one. You could technically use both and just hold one in each hand. In fact, I'll probably end up doing that. But the thermal one is an upgrade to the extra utilities one, which takes a couple seed types that I probably don't have. So I'm gonna make a market. I guess the market's basically like one of these buying, selling things, right? And we can buy those seeds. So what are the types I need? Barley, rye, and corn. Let's just check real quick. I don't have any of them. So we can spend some of our emeralds. We're always selling off emeralds to buy those seeds. Now the worst part is I have to find them in this. Oh, there's one. In this UI. I also have to sleep. Night night. For sake of comparison, let's see how this watering can does. Actually growing this stuff relatively quickly. Although maybe these are just plants that only have 3 stages. Well, I want to harvest them at once just so that I don't, use up the only seed I have, making that watering can. That wasn't all too bad. In comparison, though, let's try the watering can. I think upgrading it only increases the amount of water it can hold, as well as the maximum size. Like this watering can is 3x3 maximum, but the next tier one is larger than that. It seems actually a little difficult to tell which is faster. I think the watering can is faster, although perhaps not to a quite as extreme a degree as memory had made me think it was. But anyways, let's make one of each. This takes any berry. Do I have berries? I gotta have berries somewhere, right? I guess I could just buy berries. And bamboozled. I made candleberries because candleberries make wax, which makes hardened leather, which at least in no, I guess it doesn't do anything special in this pack. In other packs it does stuff, so I kind of intuitively went there. It is not part of list all berry. It is crop berry, or crop candle and crop candleberry. Raspberry better be like a real berry, right? No one is going to tell me a raspberry is not a berry. Good. Those are internationally accepted as being real berries. Let's see, can we make this watering can? If I get steel, is one batch of steel finished yet? I kind of doubt it. Oh yes, it has. Wow, it took a long time to grow those. All right. And we also need some bone meal. So for now, I'm still buying my bones. The higher tier one, as I mentioned before, is only only larger AoE, which probably doesn't matter for now. But the larger capacity, even when working in 3x3 mode, just means I don't have to fill it as often. All right, so let me grab some seeds. Can't turn these into seeds. And then I'll level these to 10, 10, 10 manually. In fact, let's make the seed analyzer so I can see their stats. I imagine these are currently base stats, so 1, 1, 1. And that is the case. As their stats go up, they grow faster and they yield more final products when they're done. So higher stats is good. Now let's see. Set this to 3x3. I refilled this on the sink once. How do I refill the watering can on the sink? Apparently you can't, so that makes it awfully useless. So my preferred way of crossbreeding is to grow the plants, like grow all the parents out, and then grow the crossbreed it, or not for crossbreeding, sorry, for leveling up stats, to breed it into the middle, like have it spread into the middle, and then scroll the middle one, have it spread to the sides, and repeat. This way, I don't have to use clippers and deal with clippings and all that stuff. Um, I think it's personally, I find it a little bit easier than breeding with the clippings, but either way works. Uh, just repeat this each cycle. Your plant is guaranteed to get higher stats, but each time it spreads back into the middle, and then just repeat this for a while until you have perfect statted plants. Eventually, as you do this, you'll see that the seeds start stacking. That's usually your cue that you're done, because they start stacking once the stats aren't leveling up, and most of the time they level up until they're at max. Every now and then you just get particularly unlucky. So anyways, these are all max statted, which probably means that these are also max statted. Let's identify those real quick. I think it's this set. And then we can see exactly how many seeds we get per plant. And I'll compare that to what we get off of the industrial hemp. I'm done leveling both the seeds and the hemp seeds, and now I'll plant 9 of each of them. So I'll plant one, let it spread. But even now, I already suspect that despite the fact that wheat is worth 1/5 as much per piece, it'll probably still be more valuable to grow. And that's simply because when you grow hemp and harvest it, you don't just get the hemp fibers, which are what we want to use to make the tough fabric and sell, but you also get these hemp seeds, these unstatted, industrial or immersive engineering hemp seeds. And these are useful for other things like to make plant oil and maybe some other stuff, but they're valueless as far as money goes. So, basically half of your harvest right away you throw out. And then I think it also produces less drops overall than the wheat. So it is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant, we have 9 there, and I'm going to grow all of these. Start from a empty inventory, so put these items away, and harvest each of them, perhaps, let's call it 3 sets, so 27 times. So there's the first set, the stuff I dropped, and then grow them all and do it again. Really fast, by the way, when you watering can it. And then, when we're done, we'll see how much wheat we have. 27 harvests of wheat produced 3 stacks plus a little bit. So I don't know exactly how many this is, but I'll calculate the per harvest yield later. Let's just try to compare that to what we get from 3 harvests of this, or 27 harvests rather. In comparison, 27 harvests of hemp got us much less hemp fiber and about a stack of hemp seeds. So yeah, less items overall. But let's see how much this would have been worth if we turned them into items and sell. And the results are in. So if I were to sell all this wheat, we'd get 51 bucks and 75 cents. And if we were to sell the hemp at $1.25 each, which is not technically how you do it, you sell 8 of them for 10 bucks, but that's, but for the sake of math, you would get 111 bucks and 25 cents. So slightly more than double from the hemp, which is not what I expected. However, the downside is this hemp here requires a stick per 8 pieces of hemp. And that means in order to sell it, you actually need a tree farm as well. So, even though I think the hemp fibers are worth about twice as much, and you get seeds if you want to, I don't know, do something with it. But the fact that you have to set up a tree farm to go along with your farm in order to actually be able to sell it leads me towards preferring to grow wheat. So why don't we set up some type of wheat farm? Sorry, hemp, we're just leaving you behind. Next question to ask is, how do we want to harvest the crops? The Actual Editions farmer does not have a standard recipe. In fact, it has a pretty expensive recipe. We have to make the thermionic fabricator. How bad is this? Not that bad at all. But a bunch of stuff that goes into it, and it requires power. That's the biggest downside. Right now, I'm still producing a whopping 5 RF attack from my one survivalist generator. Um, the other option, the one that I almost always go for, is the Drum of the Wild. This is a Botania one. When it gets pulsed, it just causes all nearby plants to drop their, like all, well, it harvests all nearby crops, but if it's in crop sticks, it basically right clicks them. A third option is just to get a whole bunch of mechanical users and literally right click them. But I think I kind of want, I love my Drum of the Wild, so let's take a little Botania detour to get there. Looking at it, I think we just have to get to the mana pool here, so that's like only a couple quests. We do need a luminous crafting table, so that means I need to find one of those Astral Sorcery structures. Is this it, maybe? Let's take a look. And we need to gain access to its crafting table thingy. Where was that waypoint? 200 meters that way. Definitely an Astral Sorcery shrine. Let's dig into it and see if it's the one that has the crystal underneath. It is not. Well, that's no good. All that stuff though. All right. Well, I guess I have to find something else. Make exploration a little bit easier. I'm gonna make a slime sling and a open blocks glider. So, with these two, I should be able to just jump around, hopefully not hit the ground and die, and it should make exploring a lot easier. We can fly up and glide away. Let's turn off that sound. There we go. And then I'm gonna look around a bit, try to find the Astral Sorcery. Oh, the boss says it just feels that cow awfully big. I think it was just perspective. But yeah, I'm gonna try to find a Astral Sorcery temple that has a crystal in it. Not quite what I was looking for, but I found a Thaumcraft magic forest. I'm sure this will come in handy down the line when we're doing Thaumcraft. Incredibly laggy in here. I had to go almost 1,000 blocks from home. It's 800 plus blocks to find this structure. There's probably a closer one, but I searched a fair bit. Look on the map here. Yeah, I went a fair bit to find this one. But anyways, underneath all this good stuff, we do want to be able to see the sky from the middle here. I'm gonna get rid of this roof. Gravity. And then right down in here, there's this floating crystal. And that's the good stuff we're after. Of course, I, in my infinite wisdom, didn't actually bring the crafting materials with me. So the night is also starting to run out, so I don't know if I'll be able to craft this night. But let's go home and see if I can grab our supplies and get back there in time. The slime sling glider combo is fast, but the sun is setting faster, I think. Yeah, it'll be a race. We actually might make it all the way there on this one glide. Dang, the glide is efficient. It'll be close. I don't actually know how much sunlight it takes, or starlight it takes to do this craft. So anyways, let's... Oh, I need to bring 2 crafting tables. Oh no, I'm short a piece of wood and there's no wood here. Mistakes were made. Alright, now we're definitely too late. I need this crafting table. I should have brought 2 of them. I need this crafting table to do the craft, but I need a crafting table in the recipe too. And I don't exactly have a good way out of here. Rats. Well, let's see. There's a slight chance that we'll be able to do this craft during the day, although I'm not terribly optimistic. Yeah, not enough. So the recipe says plus starlight, and the floating crystal provides starlight. Actually, there's a small chance that the crafting station can't accept starlight. Let's try with the vanilla crafting table, and we'll use this crafting station in the craft. Oh, there we go. That's all it was. Okay, now that we have a luminous crafting table, we can use it to craft... oh, we have to get it up to the starlight crafting altar. Phew. All right, so then I need a rock crystal. Can I buy rock crystal ore? Let's head on home again, I guess. I know we can buy liquid starlight, and in fact, it's really cheap. But can we buy rock crystal ore, or do I have to find it? Oh, we can. Good. 300 bucks a pop, but I'm willing to pay that price. In fact, do I have any lapis? Not really. All right. We'll just break it. Gives us a couple rock crystals. Now, this crafting recipe, I'm 99.9% sure we do have to do at night. No, not the luminous crafting table. What's called? Starlight crafting altar. For a second there, I had this brilliant idea. I was like, I'll buy a liquid starlight bucket. I have a bucket. And then I'll dump the starlight out, melt the bucket down, and sell the iron ingots back, because ingots sell for 10 bucks, but the liquid starlight only buys for 10 cents. But no, fill it. How do I actually buy it? But yeah, it turns out it doesn't actually give you a bucket of liquid starlight. It fills a bucket of yours, supposedly, with it. Alright, if it won't fill a bucket, I can just buy it and it'll fill... Wait. Oh, it's 10 cents per bucket. Each time I click it, I get 1 bucket. I have to click this button 100 times to get a bucket of liquid starlight. Seems like an awful deal. Let's make it the normal way. Making the trip back to our crystal for the 5th time because I forgot to make the resonating wand. You need a resonating wand in order to start crafting anything in any of these altars. So you need to make your first wand here at the crafting table. You can then craft a light well in the luminous crafting table, except you see this little bar here? That's how much light it takes, starlight it takes to craft, and this bar is how much starlight we have. So we're a little bit short. Then there's still a couple hours till nighttime. I think I'm going to click this button until I get 1 bucket of starlight. So at 10 cents per millibucket, it's what, 100 bucks? Or, oh wait, can I? Oh, I could shift click. What a feature. Well, now I have a little bit over a bucket, but how do I transfer this into... Let's get a tank. Transfer it into a bucket. I'll drop that off. And then pick it up with a bucket. Alright, and then I can use that to craft this. No? Alright, let's not do that yet then. I do want to make a Phosic Resonator. Can I make this now? I can. This can help us locate star fields. So just right click it with the wand when it shows the preview here. That's your cue that it can craft. This can help you find star fields at night when held in your offhand. I don't think you can see them during the day, or if you can, they're way too dim. So next time nighttime comes, I'll go use this to try to find us a star field. If we have a star field, we can probably craft during the day with all these lower tier crafting altars. As nighttime starts to fall, because Astral Sorcery, right, the theme is like the power of the stars. More stars are visible at night. We get more crafting power. So now we can, if I grab one more aquamarine, we can make that light well. Although at 100 bucks per bucket of liquid starlight, I don't mind just buying it for the most part. It's not going to be that expensive. Anyways, I'm not going to bother setting this up yet. In fact, let's actually craft this tonight, right? Not enough starlight, huh? All right, let's wait a little while for it to get a little bit higher. No, it's still... okay, never mind. Let's leave this here. Instead, I will pull out our slime sling, pop up, and we're looking for a blue puddle on the ground, effectively. That is what the star field will look like. It'll be super obvious once we see one. Obviously not these actual lakes. Oh wait, you see that? There's one. Right over here. Oh, please don't shoot me. Right over here. Alright, so I'm going to leave a waypoint here. And look around a little bit more to see if we have either a closer, although probably hard to be much closer than this, huh? A closer or denser Starfield? I wasn't able to find closer nor denser. So eventually I just came back and slept because I was getting sick and tired of getting shot at. Um, so if we take this crafting table and all its bits, head over to where we marked that Starfield. Remember, because it's daytime, we should be getting less starlight power. However, here, because we are in a Starfield, I don't know exactly where it was centered, but we should see... I guess it wasn't centered here, that's for sure. We should see more. Apparently this Starfield here is less good than I thought, because there's really not much starlight here. So I'm going to try something. Typically, the higher up you go, up to about Y level 150 or to 200, the more starlight there is. So I'm going to get some supplies and pillar up, build a small platform up at Y level. I'm going to... I think it's 150 where it maxes out, and see if we get more starlight up there. Otherwise, we're just going to wait till nighttime. Already halfway through the day. I went ahead and looked it up. The optimal height is 127. So this is now at Y level 127. And there is more light up here, although I'm doubtful that's enough to make the starlight crafting altar. Let's see. No, indeed, it seems to be a little bit short. So I guess we have to wait for nighttime anyways. Once we get a little bit of starlight collection, we can move this down to our normal Y level and not have to it's kind of a pain to climb up 50 blocks just to craft, right? But for now, we need as much starlight as possible to make the starlight crafting altar. Let's see what else is required though to make this. The petal apothecary. Bunch of marble, that's easy, but we need a blood altar as well at tier 2. So, see about making a blood altar. That's arcane. Oh dear. Any viscous. Okay, good. So this arcane stone is easy to make first. So we just need demonic will. Well, before it gets nighttime, then let's prepare to farm some demonic will as well. If I jump down like this, hit my glider, not gonna die. To get demonic will to drop, we need rudimentary snares. So let's, I guess, I stack to 16. 16 will do that. With these, we also need to throw them at some mobs and then kill them. So when nighttime comes, which is almost here, we'll kill a few mobs and then I'll make some more ladders. We can climb back up to our little platform up there and do our Astral Sorcery crafting. Is it 50 blocks up? From 64 to 120. That's a bit more than this. I was right about where the Starfield was. I guess it's just this is a very dim one, so it doesn't actually provide that much starlight. But looking around, I didn't find a brighter one, so we'll just make do with it. But anyways, nighttime's here. And actually, do those work on passives? Well, not if you miss. You want to... There we go. Throw it at them until they get those white particles, and then kill them. And... it doesn't work on passives. Good to know. Alright, so I do need hostile mobs. Alright, skeleton, come here. Gosh, am I gonna fail to get one because I missed all of my throws? Get particles. Is he just gonna kill me? Probably just gonna kill me, isn't he? Food. Please don't kill me. Alright, good. Yeah, once he has particles, we can kill him, hopefully. And he should drop... Oh, I wish I could kill that spirit right now. He drops a demonic will. Very good. Now, with the demonic will, we can craft... Well, here, let's leave that in our inventory for now, because we can do that crafting during the day. But for now, let's head up to our altar up there. Ladder up. Don't kill me. And craft our starlight crafting altar. Up at the top here, and now we have a full bar of starlight. Good. So we can right click this and this turns into the starlight crafting altar. Anytime now. The starlight crafting altar, however, requires a multi-block be built around it in order to function. So this luminous crafting table will cease to function. Maybe I should have made a second one. Oh well, too late now. Yeah, it'll cease to function. See how the bar turns red? So I'm gonna take this with me. We're gonna head down and sleep the night away again, I think. Ah, the peacefulness of daytime. So we can craft arcane stone. It's weird that we get 9 out of 8 pieces of stone. But I guess that's the default craft recipe. And then from that we can make the blood altar. Now let's set the blood altar up. The altar can, when it's fully upgraded, takes up a lot of space, and I'd like to account for a fully upgraded altar when I first place it. So I think I'm gonna level this little bit here out, this area here out a little bit further, and we can place our blood altar over here. I've built so many blood altars now that I was able to lay out the entire altar correctly, I think, with the exception of the pillars, without even looking it up. I don't actually know off the top of my head how tall the pillars are, so I didn't bother putting them in. Because I don't have flight yet, I even put in stairs to climb the thing. Wow, I don't think I've ever built with stairs before. But anyways, I think that's all the time we have for today. So, admire my stairs. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.